Imagine yourself in the Mughal era. If you had a dispute against someone, where would you go? To a kotwal or a qazi is the answer, who would hear you and proceed with the trial as per the rules in those days. How are the cases dealt with today in Indian judiciary? Is there a fixed process? Let us say I received a check that bounced and I chose to pursue legal action against the person who gave it to me. The first stage in a case life cycle is filing. Here is where my lawyer files a complaint on my behalf, detailing out the crux of the case along with the evidence to substantiate my claim. Part of the complaint is also a wakalatnama signed by me, which empowers my lawyer to fight the case on my behalf in the courts. Once the case has been filed, the next stage is registration. A file scrutiny officer in the court will go through the contents of the filing done by my lawyer to ensure that it is error-free and registers it into the court. Then comes the admission stage. In this stage, both my lawyer and I will be summoned by a judge to review my case and to establish basic validity of it and the court's jurisdiction. Once the case is admitted, the judge moves it to the summons stage. Here, the judge issues summons to the respondent, one who gave me the check, in the form of a letter, courier, or even sometimes by beating of drums in the town square, instructing them to come to court for a trial. In case the respondent refuses to come to court, the judge can issue a warrant wherein the police would be instructed to bring the respondent to court. Subsequently, the judge may also declare the concerned person a proclaimed offender, leading to the freezing of their assets. Once the respondent appears in court, in case of a criminal case, he or she will apply for a bail. For instance, they provide the court with surety in the form of cash bond, collateral, or a third-party guarantor to showcase that they will not flee from the trial. The next case would be the trial. This stage can be seen in two parts. Part 1, where evidence is submitted, examined, and facts are established. And Part 2, where lawyers on both sides argue the legal liability of the parties. Once the judge is satisfied with the trial, he or she would pronounce the judgment in the last stage. Both parties can choose to appeal the judgment in a higher court. If one of the parties does not comply with the judgment, the other may also file another case for execution of the earlier judgment. At any point in time during the case before the judgment, with mutual consent, both parties could choose to settle the case through an alternate dispute resolution channel, such as the Lok Adalat, mediation, and so on. And that is how a court case works in India.
Samagra will be back soon with yet another short episode of Governance Decluttered, where we decode everyday governance in India.